Alright guys, before the video begins, I just want to say, if you didn't know, this is a brand new channel, so the chances are you're not subscribed, so make sure to click that subscribe button, and in the words of my grandpa, subscribe bitch! And follow me on my social media pages, that's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Perfect.
With another video. Today we got the KD 13, lucky number 13, because this year can't get any better. Let's get into the review. Actually, before I begin, in addition to my basketball, sneaker, and comedy channel, I started a food channel, so make sure to go check that out, subscribe to the channel, link in the bio below. You know, if you're into food videos, or if you're just one of those people who like watching other people eat, or you know, you just want some company during this quarantine. Let's get into the video. Alright, first off, since we can't really play games or against other people, we had to get creative with the test, introducing the quarantine test. By the way, I still see people hooping outdoors, so if I see you in person, I'm gonna call the CDC on you. First off, we did market tests. Then we got going to go buy tacos test.
Thank you.
Then we did chores test.
It's not even plugged in.
Then we did Netflix and chill test. The shoe, for what it's worth, does all the quarantine things really well. Quarantine grade, 10 out of 10. On to the looks and the initial thoughts of the shoe. The colorway is alright. I mean, it reminds me of something my grandma would wear if she didn't have taste. Personally, I think the KD 11s were the best looking out of the recent releases, but I mean, this is alright. I don't really like the stitching on the swoosh on the backside, as well as the disconnected swoosh. It's a plain ass shoe, but why does KD wear it? He's not gonna wear it. He is gonna make money off of it, selling it to us chumps. Wait, hold up. Open up! Looks at the initial thoughts rating, 4 out of 10. Moving on to the size and comfort. It fits true to size. It is a very comfy shoe. Obviously, playing on concrete, it can get rough. But I will say, it holds up. You saw how intense I was doing those defensive slides? Man, before this week when I got this shoe, I haven't been playing ball since quarantine, and my body was sore. But not because of the shoe. The full-length zoom is actually very close to your foot, so the responsiveness is actually really good in this shoe, which is obviously super important to your game. It already feels like it's broken in. And of course, as most KDs are, it's lightweight and it's breathable. Size and comfort rating, 7.2 out of 10. Moving on to the traction, it's got the suction cup traction pattern, very similar to the PG3s and why not 02s. I call it the octo titty suction traction pattern because it's like suction cups, like. Yeah, I know, I'm immature. So I did test it outdoors and it did stick on concrete. I actually went to the market and I tested the traction along with buying groceries too, because who just goes to the grocery store to test out a shoe's traction? Weirdo. For a real basketball test, I really only tested it outdoors and it sticks. The outdoor traction rating, 7.3 out of 10. Moving on to the materials. The upper feels similar to the KD 12s. Rubber midsole, rubber outsole. I really like how the laces are hella long on this shoe with the gold tips. The thing that is different about this shoe is the double zoom air in the forefoot, so it's extra bouncy. And the foot is closer to the zoom, so it's extra bouncy. It's a nice feeling for a hoop shoe, but it's nothing I've never felt before. They really said, KD's not not gonna play this year, we're not gonna make this shoe that special. We're still gonna sell it and market it based off Kevin Durant's name. Rating 6.7 out of 10. Only cause for basketball, a responsive shoe is all that matters to me, even if it's ugly. Moving on to the Support and Lockdown, it's comfy and it's supportive. Lockdown is good as well. I didn't even lace it all the way to the top, and I know people be getting on me for that, so F you. But I didn't need to because my foot stayed in. It didn't slip at all in the shoe. It was a good lockdown. Support and Lockdown rating 8.1 out of 10. Price of the shoe was $160 for this specific colorway. The regular black pair is $150, so obviously if I had to choose, just go with the regular black pair for $10 less. But if you must go with a Nike shoe, just get the PG4s, and it's less expensive. Overall, there's nothing special about this shoe. Don't get me wrong, it's a good hoop shoe. It already feels like it's broken in, good traction, good support, good comfort, good lockdown. It's definitely a safe shoe, you know what you're getting, but it's kind of pricey for what you get. You can kind of feel when they half-ass it with the looks and the specs. Honestly, I fully expect them to go all in with the KD 14s next year, especially since KD won't be hooping in these, and it's looking like none of us will be hooping in these. Overall rating of the KD 13, 6.7 out of 10. Since you're only gonna be hooping in the house, is it really worth it? Dude, Asians can't even wear shoes in the house, so what am I gonna do with these? Alright guys, that concludes the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of KD 13s. Would you cop for quarantine basketball? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to watch my other videos up there and down there. Subscribe to my brand new food channel as well if that tickles your fancy. I know it does mine. Until next time, man, we out. Peace. And stay safe, everybody. Wear masks. I only wear masks because the competition stinks. It sounded better in my head. That was kind of corny. Alright, whatever.